is going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is I wanted to talk to you guys about the sales of Apple's most recently new MacBook Pro that they announced. Now, you guys have not been keeping up with the Apple news. A couple weeks ago, I believe, if I recall the time correctly, Apple announced a new redesigned MacBook Pro with the touch bar at the first row set of keys with no SD card slot. It's gotten thinner, smaller. What else? USB-C, if I recall all the specs correctly. And, there was an interesting article that I read about the sales of this particular MacBook, and the link to that will be in the description below. But, I found this very interesting because apparently since its first release, the sales have become massive, more than how the 12-inch MacBook initially did during the sales. In fact, this article stated that this MacBook Pro has gone 7 times more of the revenue than the 12-inch MacBook did initially when it first rolled out onto the market. Now, here's the thing. I find this very interesting. You know why? Because you guys know how I believe that Apple may take things a little bit too far in terms of cutting out features. And, I made a video about that last week in my last episode. Well, here's the thing. This is also another indication that Apple is trying to prepare everyone for the future and that their point of view is that everyone is going to be all right. No matter what we do, no matter what we try, everyone is going to be fine. Because the way Apple makes their products is that they want their products to just work. They just work. That's what Steve Jobs has mentioned, countless times when he used to host all the events. And here's the thing. When I saw all these drastic changes happening, I'm thinking, is Steve Jobs' quote still over there? Well, part of me is like yes and no at the same time. But, here's the thing. Apple, no matter what they do, no matter how many customers they upset, no matter how many people they get frustrated, their products are still going to work for everyone else out there. I mean, I have mentioned countless times that I feel like iOS is pretty stale. iPhone hardware is not what I really like. And, but I'm still interested in Apple. Why is that? Because of the Mac products. I'll be honest, the MacBook Pro that they announced, I still don't like the idea of them ditching the SD card slot because I still use that SD card slot when I use my digital camera. But, you can't really complain too much about it. Other than that, if it's really going to bother me, then, I should just stick with a PC and, pick out which manufacturer and then find the specific model number that has everything I want. That's the thing with Apple is like they're the only ones that makes the Mac products. Therefore, they control everything. And, when you want a Mac, you know who to go to right away. If you want a PC, then you're thinking, okay, what do I want? Do I want Lenovo? Do I want Samsung? Do I want HP? Do I want Dell? Do I want Fujitsu? Do I want an LG? It depends on what you're looking for. And the same goes for Android and iOS. Okay, iOS, Apple all the way. Android, okay, do I want Samsung, HTC, Motorola, Huawei, or OnePlus, Google Nexus, or actually not the Nexus anymore, Google Pixel. It depends on your personal needs. But the whole point is Apple is just trying to get ready for the future, and they're starting things, and they're doing things on what they feel is right. Now, the fact that I don't agree with them ditching the SD card slot, it's not going to stop them from doing that for the rest of their products. In fact, what I'm assuming is that every other Mac, I think the only one that still has the slot would probably be the iMac with the Retina display, or the Retina iMac, the newest iMac out there. I'm assuming that's the one that still has the SD card slot. Don't quote me on that. I have to go back and check. But at one point, all of their Mac products will not be having that SD card slot at all, and every single MacBook that they're going to come out with will be using USB-C for charging a notebook from now on. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out. But, just from hearing what I have to say, do you guys feel like Apple is starting to make drastic changes that are going to get people to actually think that they are right? Me personally, I'm on the fence because, no matter what, Apple is going to keep doing drastic changes that I may not agree with or that we're not going to agree with, but they're still going to survive no matter what. I mean, think about it. iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, they ditched the headphone jack. I don't like that at all. Samsung made a point in the Note 7 event where it has a headphone jack. The phone was very thin. It had all these extra features, a better screen, better camera, and the phone was amazing. The Galaxy Note 7, I was at heart at getting that phone, or excuse me, I was at heart at loving that phone, even though I didn't have it. It was just amazing. It stopped being amazing due to the exploding battery. So, Apple has their own way of doing things, while everyone else has their own way of doing things. And I feel like Apple is just going to change everything, and at one point, we're all going to like it. So right now, I don't like the idea that they are ditching the SD card slot on their computer lineup, on their Mac lineup. I don't like the idea that they ditched the headphone jack on the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. But, when Apple does something like that, that's a sign that the future is going to change how we use our devices currently. All right? So what do you guys think? Do you guys feel like Apple is on the right track? Leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, rate, comment. Also check out the description below for my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.